Hello YouTube. What we got going on today is a conversion of a 1994 Ford F-150, originally a single exhaust with two catalytic converters and a muffler. Here is the old muffler, big honker there, and over here I had originally replaced it with a cherry bomb glass pack right here. It was, it made it a little louder, but it wasn't quite what I wanted, so decided to convert it this time. And here's the other piping. It came up and over the axle, back down, and then out behind the rear passenger side tire. And here's the second catalytic converter. One thing that helped with this build for emissions, make sure to check your own vehicle's emission laws, especially in your own state. In Wisconsin here, any vehicle manufactured before 1996 is exempt from any emissions, so I could essentially take out anything I wanted on my exhaust and it'd still be legal. So what we got here, right here is where the first cat is. The O2 sensor, I don't know if you can see, is right about there, right in front of the first cat. And then the second catalytic converter was right here. Cut that out today. And then the pipe ran from, so the cat ran to about here, right where this hanger clip I cut off was, and then ran all the way down here. There's another hanger right here, a little U. The cherry bomb glass pack ran about right here. And then here's the rear axle, and there's right there's the end of my tire. No, actually, right there's the end of my tire, and it ran out just right through there. But what we got going on today is a pretty extreme change. Like I said, the truck was originally a single exhaust, but with the purchase from AutoAnything.com for $75, I picked up this Flowmaster Super 10, their second loudest muffler. I'd read some reviews and watched some videos on the Super 44 series and some of their other stuff and heard that this one was the best, so I went along with this purchase. It's got a single inlet, dual outlet, so converting it from a single to a dual. Unfortunately not a true dual, didn't want to mess around that much. Not that big of a mechanic here. But so the pipe where I cut off the cat, second cat right under the front passenger door, was a 3-inch pipe. So I got, I don't know if you can see it here, 3-inch ID to, the smallest I could get was 2 3/4. This inlet was, I believe, I don't know, I think it was 2.5 or 2 3/4, but anyway, I had to weld it up to here. It didn't like slip fit or anything. I got this 90 amp flux core wire feed welder from Harbor Freight about 2 years ago. Picked it up for about $80. I don't do a whole lot of welding, but when I need to, it works just fine. So I welded this adapter here to hook over the catalytic converter and then go through the muffler and out the duals. And one important thing to remember when you're doing this is when the airflow is running through here, I'm gonna get this, I'll grab a pencil here quick. When the airflow is moving through the muffler in this direction, you don't want the this adapter piece to be larger than what you're connecting it on if the flow is this way. So if this piece was larger than my muffler here, it'd be a slip fit over top of it, and there would be a lip from the muffler. I don't know, about a eighth of an inch tall, whatever thickness the muffler itself is, and you know, it doesn't seem like much, but when your exhaust's flowing through there at high speeds, it's gonna catch that and reduce your exhaust. And same thing goes for the other side here. You want your outlet muffler to be inside of your reverse pipe here, so that the lip will be on the inside but moving this way. So I don't know if you can picture that, but hopefully you can. And just an important reminder here is that what we're working with here is galvanized steel. I'm sure that's almost everything what you're going to find at your local auto parts store for steel. All the exhaust pipes I was looking at galvanized steel. So when you're welding with galvanized steel, you want to make sure to have a respirator. Those fumes are extremely toxic and they can easily kill you, so do not forget the respirator. What I got here is a 3M, the product number is 7093. It has the P100 particulate filters on here. I read a bunch of reviews and welding forums, so said that one was the best one I should get, you know, for the money. It's 27 bucks at Ace Hardware, so I picked that up. And so what I'm doing here is I got underneath I'll have the first catalytic converter there, the muffler, then this outflow pipe. It's gonna be upside down like this, and so it'll be at a little bit of an angle. The pipe will run at a 45 out right in front of my tire, right about there with my exhaust tips. And the other outlet there, show you what's going on here. The other outlet will be right about here, a little lower than this other one, because I want to run it to my driver's side over here so that I can actually, you know, hear it and it's not all going way out to the opposite side of me. So right here you can see that I got my drive shaft running right through the middle to my rear axle, and in order for clearance to get, I wouldn't be able to get over top, my exhaust over top. It's too close to the body and too close to my drive shaft. I wouldn't want that. So I'm gonna have it, the muffler be at an angle like that, so that one outlet is lower than the other. The lower one, I got this mandrel bent 45-degree pipe here that's gonna run like this, and it's gonna go out to the side. It'll go under my drive shaft. Don't worry, I'll have proper clearance, make sure nothing's gonna hit, and it'll run under my drive shaft, under the tank, and out to a 45 on this side as well. One important thing for when you're buying pipe, don't get crush bent. You know, it's cheaper, yes, but the stuff is terrible. You know, think of if you're drinking milk or something through a straw and you bend it at a 90-degree angle. There's going to be that really tight kink at that 90-degree angle, and you know you're not going to get good flow. But then just think of if you were to just round over the straw, you would still have really good flow through that. Same goes for this. So the mandrel bent is created with a piece mandrel that goes into the pipe and is inside of there while this pipe is being bent, so that it causes it to not kink and make those little crush bent kinks right there. So it'll increase your airflow a lot right there. And that's all we got right now. I'll load up the next video once I get more stuff welded up. Alright, welcome back, guys. So under here we've got the cat converter pipe the back pipe of the cat hooked up to the front of the muffler, and as you guys can see, the muffler is running at a little bit of an angle because, you know, my drive shaft comes right here. I obviously don't want my exhaust pipe touching my drive shaft. That'd be horrible. But so as you can see, we got the 45-degree mandrel bend right here. It's at a little bit down of an angle just to help with getting under the drive shaft. And then I'm gonna have to move my light here. And then you can see, so here's the 45, and it's going right out there, held up by a jack stand. It's not at the height where it's gonna be resting right here. It will be sitting up a little bit, but I just gotta work in some wiggle room because, you know, I got my gas tank, got my second gas tank right here, and I don't want those two to be touching, you know, just for obvious safety reasons. But as of right now, we're doing pretty good on where it's gonna come out. So as you can see, here's a rough idea of where it's gonna be. You know, I got my second gas tank right there. The other one, if you can see it, but there's the other one. It's like right under the bed there. So what I'll do next here is I'll just keep adjusting the angle of the muffler until I get it to where I want it to be for allowing enough under clearance for this, and also for the gas tank right over there. So shoot a next video for that. Alright, and we're back here. So since last time, all that I've changed is I've welded on this 45-degree mandrel bend. As you can see, this one, what I had to do here is, because they didn't have the right size adapter I needed, I had to cut a triangular slit in the pipe here, and then bend it down, you know, as much as I could so that it would close to the width of this outlet right here. That's why it's so spattery there. I just had to do tons and tons of tack welds right there. But yeah, I got this all welded up, and we'll roll around under the truck now. Oh, that's hot. Very hot. Alright, trying to do this in a way you can see here. So up on the where these two come together on top here, you can see I got those 3 red Sharpie marks there. Those need to line up with those marks there. I'm just gonna set you guys down for a sec while I put that in. I'm not gonna put it all the way flush just because that sucker is really annoying to try and pull off again. So I'm just gonna get her enough so that she's on there. Alright.